Hello everyone, Vintage832 here, back again with another deck review. This one is from PlayingCardDecks.com. One of 4 different sets of decks they recently released through Kickstarter and are available on the website now. It's another vintage reproduction. And this one is the, well, it's these ones. They are the Faro, square Faro reproduction decks. They are basically just new colors of the previous prototype Faro decks that I reviewed some time ago in green. So yeah, there they are. Let's check them out. We'll have more in the video. Alright, so these are the Faro vintage reproductions from Playing Card Decks, and I want to thank them for sending me previously it sent me one of the original ones, the prototypes in green. And they also, I believe, sent me an extra one of these, or one of the other ones. I don't recall exactly. I appreciate all the support of the channel. So, these are red and blue. Basically, it's a reprint of a vintage deck, and it's basically the same as the prototype ones they released previously in green. They say the Russell and Morgan company, I forgot for some reason. Cincinnati on the front with a nice pip. Playing cards, obviously upside down, kind of vintage style. Nothing on the sides. Some ad copy on the bottom. And then the top, nothing. And then this side also, nothing. But at least it's not a nice, it's not just a solid color. It feels like it's got a texture to the color. I don't know if you can tell that or not. Like it's fibrous, I guess. And vintage style snap seals, 2 cents, if only. And here it says PlayingCardDecks.com and Azared Ox with a Roman numeral for 2019. So inside you get this, and this deck is Faro style, so it has no indexes. Really the only kind of indexless deck that I don't mind getting. You get a Ace of Spades with nothing much going on. And here's your back, just like the green one that I've reviewed previously, the prototype. Simple enough. I believe it is mirror imaged. Borderless, obviously, very vintage style. And you do get a double backer, because of course. The Joker's pretty nice. It's like a beaver. I guess, no, it's a dog, so it looks like a beaver for some reason. It's a dog in a top hat on a big wheeled bike, and it says Joker. My apologies. I think it was a beaver. I'm Canadian. We like beavers. Don't take that out of context. And then you get this card, which I guess is kind of like the actual Ace of Spades. It says U.S. Playing Cards, Russell and Morgan Company, Cincinnati. Big, beautiful pip, vintage style. I like it. And the court cards are one-way style, vintage style, one-way, full-bodied. Makes it a little bit hard to identify, you know, which is Jack, which is the King, sort of, somewhat. But not really. Very nicely designed. Or redesigned. One little pip. Obviously, no indexes. Like I mentioned, it's Faro-styled. A Faro-style deck is an indexless deck. So it's a little bit hard to use for certain things, but it is vintage style. And the number cards also reflect that. Here's an air cushion finish printed by USB-C on a nice stock. Oops. And then the other one is going to be the same except blue. Same everything except a very nice blue color. Borderless looks very nice when you fan it, I would say. Overall, I will give these a letter grade of like an A. I got no major issues. It's a nice little collectible deck, great quality, printed by USB-C. Nice vintage style court cards and vintage style back design. I like it. And you can get these from PlayingCardDecks.com and other fine retailers out there. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I obviously recommend getting from PlayingCardDecks.com. And we'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching. And again, yeah, I like it. Check them out. And I look forward to more vintage reproductions in the future.